Hi guys, I hope you're doing all right. Welcome to a sunny morning in Sweden. It's finally some sunshine, which also means, if you know your cold weather, that it's really cold outside. So I am gonna get ready. I'm gonna try and do a really quick one. Starting off with my Saie, the gel. Can't remember what it's called. It's a highlighting gel, but I use it as a primer. I think it's meant to be used as a primer as well for those who like, but you could use it as simply a highlighter. Hope you've all had a wonderful week. It's a Saturday now, last day of January, which is feeling hopeful. The beginning of January is never really hopeful, especially what's going on in the world right now. But today we have some sunshine, so everything feels a lot better. I am going to use my trusted friend, the Victoria Beckham and Augustinus Bader in 2 Fair Light. Shake it all about. Love this one, and especially now when I have this really cold, crusty weather going on. Sorry about the mirror again. I need it because I can't see anything without it. And I still have some spots. What is this? Is this like a second puberty? This whole perimenopause thing. Not too excited about that, but it is what it is. And I'm really fortunate to have come to the age of almost 47. I'm very happy about that. There are many people that don't get to experience 47, so I'm trying to be grateful with all the stuff going on in the body anyways. There we go. Super quick, super easy. I didn't use that much today. I am gonna add on some concealer just around my nose and the spotty area. But I am a bit red on my face because I just took a long shower, so I do apologize. You're seeing me with wet hair again. But that's normally when I apply my makeup, after I shower and not before. So you will see me a lot with a lot of wet hair. There we go. I am going to use the same brush. I am going to use my Tom Ford concealer. It's the Shade and Illuminate or Shade and Light. Sorry, need to fetch my glasses. And of course, the best ones I have now are the tinted ones. Shade and Illuminate Concealer Sculpt. That was in French. Sculpt et Illumine. And then it is in the color 0C0 Bear. Love this one. It is a brilliant concealer. And it is not, it's not, I didn't buy it to have a lighter concealer. I wanted one that was about the same color that I have, because I don't really need that much lighter ones. I do have some lighter ones if I need it, but I wanted one that was roughly the same color as my base. Of course, in the summertime, I do get, I mean, I wouldn't say I would get tanned because I don't really, but I do get a little bit of tan, so I could use it as a brightening shade then. There we go. Just have a little bit of concealer on because I took so little of the other foundation drops. Put on some Primer Potion by Urban Decay. This one, been using it for years. This is the transparent one. The other one is in the color Light, or well, I think it only is. It comes in one color and it's a very light one. I'm not sure how that works for people with darker skin tones, because it does look light on me, and on me, unfortunately, everything, since I'm so fair, everything has a tendency to warp color-wise. So it turns a bit yellow on my face, which is quite annoying. Then I'm trying out this guy. I finally bought it. It is the Natasha Denona Eyes No, Cool Sculpt. I need to check. Sorry. Need to put my glasses on. Mini Eye Sculpt Cool Tone Palette. Looks like this. I do have the other one, and of course I don't think I have it with me. No, I don't. Sorry. It's in my drawer, and I'm not going to start pulling those out. I actually wasn't a huge fan of that one. The lightest shade on that one is too yellow on me. I did like the browns. Now, of course, the black is always good to have, but I have a problem with light colors not appearing white or light enough. I need a very neutral base. But the light one in this, when I tried it, was really light. So we are going to try that. It does look like a really nice neutral. I do love the lightest shade in, oh, sorry, guys, I'm going to grab it. This one, the Mini Xenon. I don't really use a lot of grays, but this one I've been using loads. So I am happy to get a brown palette with light shades like that, because I normally would bring the Mini Xenon just for the lightest color, because when you want to have something really bright, it is nice to have that one with you. I don't really like the grays that much in that one though. And now I'm using the Center Brown, that one. I don't know the shade names, and I'm gonna forget them anyway, so sorry. And here I go, apologizing again. I did have some comments about people that asked me to show what I do with my hair, because I always have it wet in my videos. Like I said, I tend to do these videos in the morning when I'm getting out of the shower. I don't do anything with my hair. That's the honest truth. I simply normally would either pull it up in a ponytail, or I would just let it dry on its own. And it does get very curly, so I don't do any spoolies or anything like that. It's just, it is what it is. I absolutely hate my hair. I've never been a fan. And if it didn't mean that I would have to go to the hairdresser every 6 weeks, I would have worn it short again. I did have short hair for a long time. But I really can't be bothered going to the hairdresser all the time. So having it short then is not an option, unfortunately. So I just tend to let my hair grow, and my poor hairdresser, she sees me like once a year, but I'm planning on getting better and not showing up once a year, because my hair, last time I cut it, it was almost down to my arse. It was really, really long. It is quite long now too, but not that long. So I am planning on getting a little bit better. And last time I went to my hairdresser, I did low lights. So I have black lights now, or low lights, which I really, really enjoy. And of course you need to maintain those. I have quite dark hair now. I didn't before, I was blonde. But now I have dark hair all of a sudden. I guess that comes along with perimenopause. My hair color has changed. And of course I have gray hair around. So she still made like light blonde lights, but you can see where my hair's been brown, because it is a different blonde color. It is more yellow. My hairdresser is fabulous. I love her. She is crazy enough to let me do what I want, which is fun. I'm then gonna pop into my Guerlain, this one. This one is the Birdie something. Birdie Beige. I'm just going to use some other lighter colour. Put it on my eyelids because the other one doesn't have any metallics. Just to get some luminosity. I'm not doing anything particular today. Me and my daughter are going to the piercing salon. We have an appointment in 2 weeks for our birthdays. She's born on the 12th and I'm born on the 14th. So on the 13th, on my grandmother's birthday, we are going to get piercings together. So we are going there today to have a browse of the jewellery and talk a bit to Saie and Naomi, our piercers that we've been going to for years. They are brilliant. So if you're ever in Stockholm and need a piercing, Calm Body Modification on Hornsgatan is where we go. And we absolutely love both Saie and Naomi, or Naomi in Swedish. They are super friendly, super nice, and a bunch of my friends have gone there now since I started getting pierced there. I also have a fabulous piercer in London that I had my ears pierced with. His name is Sid. And he works at Love and Hate in London, and he also works, what's the name of the other one? Sacred Gold. That's where I've had my ears pierced. They used to have a beautiful shop in Covent Garden, but they closed that one, unfortunately. But they do have one in Coal Drops Yards. Fabulous. They have such a nice array of jewellery, and the people that work there are super nice, super friendly, and I tend to pop in and just have a browse at the jewellery because they have a very nice selection of Body Vision Los Angeles, or BVLA, which is, they make such amazing piercing jewellery. That's where I got my conch, my Athena conch, and I had all these little beady things, and I have a mini candy, is this one with a little emerald, and I have, I think this one's called something like Sarai, it's with onyx, that one, and I absolutely love them. They're not cheap by any means. I mean, it is gold, and the gold, as most of you know, the gold price is insane. But since I don't change these up that much, it's worth it for me, and I absolutely wanted gold because gold is what I use in general. So I wouldn't want to have any steel. I mean, I do like steel jewellery, it's not that, but I just don't ever wear anything with steel. So I wanted to have piercings that matches with the rest of my jewellery. I am going to use this little guy. A favorite of mine is from Florasis, Chinese brand. I picked this one up in Tokyo this summer. I am going to make a very nice video on my lovely Florasis items because they are wonderful. I bought 4 eyeshadow palettes in Tokyo, and they have a very nice website that you can order from, and it's not like most Asian brands that you don't understand what it says. It's very straightforward, but I'm so impressed with the quality of these eyeshadows and blushes. It's really, really, really nice. I'm just sad that they are made in Hong Kong, I think. They have the main office in Hong Kong, but they don't have a shop that sells their stuff in Hong Kong. And I go to Hong Kong every year, so I'm really, really sad that they don't have a shop in Hong Kong, because that would mean, well, it's quite good that they don't, because I'm guessing I would spend a lot of money there, like I did in Tokyo. But it is always, I find it nicer to go to an actual shop and get my makeup. I want to try it. I'm not much of an internet girly. I guess I'm too old for that. Sorry, I'm just mixing everything in a bit. There we go. And then I am gonna put, what am I gonna use? I am gonna use my little Makeup Forever pen. It's in Endless Cacao as a lip liner. I use this one a lot. I just want to mark my lower lip because I have such fair lips. So I just want to have some shadow. And of course, this one you can also use on the eyes. I don't really like it on the eyes. I prefer it on my lips. My other true friend that I've been using for years and years and years is MAC Stone. That one is grey. But I have such pale lips that I need to have something that doesn't have a lot of color. And it needs to be very, very grey for me to be able to use it. Sorry, my English today. Sorry. I'm also going to use the Milk Chocolate by Hildun Beauty. I bought this in a little kit for this Christmas. It was on sale. I want to just have a light brown. Maybe that's too light. And now I have a cat hair. Sorry. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I think this one might be a little bit too light. What do you think? I think it's good. I'm gonna mix in a little bit of Charlotte Tilbury, the black side of the dual-ended one, just on the outer corners, just so I get a little bit more color. There we go. I'm sorry, this video is a bit all over the place. I am going to use the lightest one just on my inner corner as well, just to get a little shine on the lower lashes, like that. And then I am going to put the black one inside on my waterline, my upper waterline and my lower waterline, just to get a little bit of darkness. We do like the darkness, at least on the eyes. I need to sharpen this one, that's why I'm blinking so much, because I need to do a little bit on the outside as well. There we go. Sorry, I hope I can't see. I'm filming on the back camera again because someone said that they prefer that. I'm really happy that you leave comments to tell me what's good and what's not. So I am going to try and film a bit more with my back camera. The problem is that I can't see what I'm doing. I can't see if I'm in focus. I can't see anything. I need to figure something out, like put a mirror behind or something. But now we have a bit of darkness. There we go. And I want to have a little bit of highlighter on, because I love highlighters. I'm one of those people that when I like something, I tend to like it. I don't really care if it's not in fashion. I've been using highlighter since pre-2016, and of course now I'm hearing everywhere that the 2016 look is back. Well, for me it never really left. So I am going to use highlighter, and I'm going to continue using highlighters for as long as I want to. Powder, the Prada, fingerprinty, lovely thingy going on. The minty green one. I'm just going to put some on my T-zone because I am rather red, but that's also due to me just getting out of a hot shower. So it is going to settle down. Give it not a few hours, because it doesn't take that long, but it does make me rather red. There we go. And then of course I will be using my Rum mascara, my new favorite mascara. doesn't smudge, it stays put. I mean, it isn't a very intense one, but for everyday use it is fabulous, and it has this little nice rubbery spoolie thingy, so you can really get into the roots of your lashes, which I appreciate. The only mascaras that I really don't enjoy is the one with big brushes. Of course, I make a boo-boo every goddamn time. I really like the smaller brushes so I can really get into the roots, because when I try to do that with the bigger brushes, I tend to look like a raccoon. I get smudges everywhere. Obviously, I do get boo-boos with the smaller ones as well, because I'm rubbish at what I do. But normally not this much. Feels also like every time I'm filming, I'm making more mistakes than I do when I'm not. Is it because of nerves, perhaps? I'm not sure. I don't really feel nervous. But it is what it is. It's my unedited life, and you get to be a part of it. I hope you enjoy. And like I've said before, I never edit my videos. I don't know how to, and don't really mind showing up all the weird stuff happening, like making mascara splotches on my face, having chatty cats, loud teenagers, well, everything else that's going on in my life. There we go. I did, as always, forget to put on my mascara on my lower lashes. I know some people don't like that, but I tend to do it because it does give a little bit extra darkness. And as you know, I like the darkness. One of the Q-tips, trying to get this little boo-boo away. We'll see what happens if it... Yep, it's fine. Lovely. And last but not least, my true and trusted friend, the Depend Twin Thin in the color Taupe, just to manage to get some eyebrows on my face, because they are not very happy campers, and they haven't been for quite some time. Well, since the 90s, I would say. So it's a good 35 years now. Still feels weird when you think that the 90s is 30 years ago. When someone says 30 years ago, I will automatically think of the 70s. I don't know why. Do you do the same thing? I mean, 70s, that's 50 years ago. It's crazy. It's just insane. But like I started saying in the video, we are so lucky to be able to live through this. I mean, a lot of people aren't as fortunate. So I am intending to be happy for every year that I get to stay. And I've had a pretty amazing life. Very lucky, very fortunate, with many amazing people in it. So there we go. That's it for today, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you soon. Bye.